Okay. So what we did so far, we have so far in our previous class with respect to this Docker file, we have downloaded the basic image by using a from command, and we use this maintainer command to specify who is the controller of that particular Docker file, and after that we have executed a basic command. Okay, so here, so also discussed about another thing called entry point. So in our yesterday's example, we also discussed about this entry point. Okay, so entry point is used to specify the default application that you want to run. Okay, so the command will provide the list of parameters to the entry point. Okay, we have two things. You want to differentiate these two things. Entry point is used to specify the default applications. Okay, entry point. So here for that application, this is your default application. When you launch a container, okay, so what default application that need to be launched? I will let you know with some other examples. The default application need to be specified in the entry point. Okay, so here the command will provide the list of parameters. So here the command will provide the list of parameters to the applications that we need to pass as an argument. Okay, so in this case, if the command is a single entity, then it is an instruction like ls, like date that we have discussed yesterday. So here, if it is combined with the entry point, it provides the list of arguments associated. For example, what we did here in this yesterday's example, we have an image busy box. We have downloaded the image busy box. We have specified a maintainer GS Raman, and we have an entry point. So here we have discussed about how to look for the etc password file. Okay, what are all the users that is present currently in that particular server can be viewed by looking into the content of etc password. Therefore, what do we need to do? So here the entry point specifies the default application. Here it specifies here in our example bin/cat. Okay, under busy box we are going to use this application cat, which is going to view the content of the file. Okay, so the bin/cat is one application. Here the argument to this application is I need to specify which file as an argument that it need to display. That argument need to be specified under the command. So under command, under the etc folder, I am looking for this password file. Okay, so here this is the way by which I need to club the entry point and the command. Okay, so after that what I did, we build the image and run the container. Okay, after that we use this command to build the image docker run -it my image. Okay, so what happened? So based upon this docker file, this is our docker file content. Okay, based upon this docker file what you have specified, the image under the name my image has been built, and it will be at the time of building this image. Then what happened here is what you have specified here will be executed. Okay, so it will took the default entry point cat command and use the command parameter etc password that is needed to run that command. Okay, if you want to override this, so you are creating a image. So from the image, a container will be launched. If you want to override this, what you need to do? Okay, so here at the time of launching this image, if you don't want these things to happen in sense, so you can specify some other thing. For example, you can specify additional override the command. We want to specify and if you specify a non-existent file name, for example ram.txt docker run -it ram.txt instance, what happened here? Okay, it will land it in this particular container, so without executing this entry point and command, but it will throw error ram.txt file not present like that. Okay, so you can also override what you have specified in the entry point and command, so that is also possible. Okay, so next what we are going to do, so here we are going to discuss how to issue a run command. Okay, so here while building an image, so let I build an image based upon Nginx server. Okay, so by using this run, a run is an instruction which is used to execute any command. Okay, so if it is a, if you are going to execute like commands like apt-get install, if you are going to install Java, so apt-get update, and then the second command apt-get install openjdk -8-jdk. So this is the command to install Java. Here how to make use of this command. Okay, here if it is a simple command, you can issue command example ls -l. Okay, this is the basic Linux command. If you are going to issue a statement for installing a particular package or not, here what you need to do, you want to use this run. Okay, you want to use this run. So here run is used to execute any command. Okay, in this case we are going to run, yeah, package update, and second thing we are going to install Java. Okay, so here how to specify this. After that we need to start the Java. Then here the Java can be started. Java has been installed here. By using this entry point, you can invoke the Java to land the Java prompt where Java compiler is running. So another thing, let me take another thing. How let me configure a web server? How to configure a web server? So similar to that of let I configure a web server and connect with this server. Okay, from let me make use of the another image for configuring this. Instead of a busy box, we make use of from Ubuntu. Okay, let me make use of the Ubuntu. You already aware in our cloud session itself we have discussed how to install a language in your Ubuntu. So it will download latest Ubuntu and it will install Java on top of it. You can make a verification. Here let me install a Nginx server. Okay, here from Ubuntu. And it is optional. Maintainer is optional. Okay, so you no need to specify it is mandatory. It is not a mandatory one. It is optional. You want to specify first if run apt-get update. That is the first command. It will make a connection to the repository and it will download the needed patches and dependency packages. Now let me install this Nginx. Run apt-get install. The command to install is okay, Nginx. It is a web server. Okay. So after that, I want to start the service. How I can issue this command? I need to specify an entry point. Okay, I need to specify an entry point. Entry point is used to invoke a particular application, default application. I need to move to the user sbin Nginx to start this service. Okay, so I need to issue the following thing. Okay, so the option that I --- global. Okay, comma, I need to specify demo. So this is the syntax. Okay, so what happened here is moving into this command. We have already discussed about this entry point. Okay, so moving into this command, what happened here is, so it will entry point will land into this location and it will start the demo. Okay, so after that you need to expose, being it is a web server, you want to map this web server. Okay, so here in a particular port, what we need to do, so the in this case so far what we have did, we have configured a Nginx server and we have started the services of the server. Okay, so next we want to use this expose command, a command called expose command, to expose the port number where this Nginx server is listening. By default, being it is a web server, it will listen in the port number 80. Okay, therefore using this expose command we need to specify. Earlier what we did, okay, we use this -p command, then the export port will be used by default. In our earlier example we have discussed about specifying -p command. Okay, so it will listen to the host port that we have specified. So whereas if you want to specify the port as of your interest you want to issue. In this case, -a small p as your option. Okay, so expose will expose this Nginx server in the port, being it is HTTP. You want to specify a global port number 80. After that, what you need to do? You want to issue docker run -d destination port number. You are mapping the port 80 of your container with the port number 80 of your host machine. Okay, I am specifying -, name of my container is web server. Okay, which is from my base image. I had created an image initially. Okay, from this base image, I am going to launch a web server. Okay, so this is the way by which I need to make use of a port command to expose this web server. So how you can make a connection? Okay, so here you can open a web browser. After this Docker has been successfully running, you can open a web browser and type the IP address followed with this port number. Then it will let you display the content of the particular web server. Okay, here in this case, open a new browser and type the IP address of your machine where you have configured this along with this port number. Okay, in this case, I need to specify the EC2 instance address followed with colon port number 80. Will start the website. Okay, so this is the way by which we can make use of this expose to open this port. Here it will display the default. Here we can use another command called copy to copy the file. Okay, here it uses the default web information, the web page. So if you want to specify your own web page here, how to do this? Okay, so you need to create an index.html file. In this case, you need to create a index.html file. Under the index.html file, let me specify that a simple header. Okay, index.html. Here header 1, welcome to Docker. This is the thing that you want to display. Instead of displaying the host, what you need to do, under the same root folder where you have this Docker file, you need to create this index.html file. Please make a note. Under the same folder where you have the Docker file, you want to create a index.html file. So in that index.html file, what you need to do? So all other things are same. Okay, here in this you need to specify. So after creating this, installing this particular server, so before starting up the server, all you need to do, the index.html file, which is currently present in the local folder, need to be copied under the HTML under the user share Nginx. Okay, so here the command is, you are going to use a command by name copy. The copy command is used to copy a file from one location into the server. Okay, it will copy the file or it will copy the folder from the source to destination in the container. Okay, so here what we are specifying, you need to specify the index.html. You need to specify index.html. The default location is under user. You have a folder by name share. Under share, you have a Nginx. Under HTML folder, this index.html will be copied. So after that, if you issue run command and open the browser, then this message will be displayed. Okay, these are all the two things that we are going to do the practice now. Okay, so let us start my AWS Docker system to exhibit the following thing. default Ubuntu. Okay, now I got connected with my currently running Docker PS. So here no container is present. So here if you want to find all the containers that is created, here you have in our yesterday we have created a Raman image. Okay, so that is the container that is created and it is exited. Okay, so here if you want to check the latest container, the command is docker ps -e. If you specify docker ps, it will list only the all currently running containers. So if the container is already created and if it is exited, then it won't display here. Then for that we need to use -all option. So there was an interview question last week for a person. So how to list the currently created container? The option is the latest running container is if you specify -l, it will let you know the latest created container. Okay, here the container Raman image is the latest created container. Okay, so it displays the docker ps-l, the latest created container. Okay, so here these are all the ways so by which you can specify the list of containers. So to stop the container, docker stop, the container ID need to be specified. Okay, if you want to start, you can start. These are all the things that we have discussed. Similarly for images, docker images, it will list all the image. Okay, here we have the following images has been created. So if you want to remove a image name, the command is docker rmi is the image, the name of the image name I need to specify, or the image ID that I need to specify. Here this none image. Okay, I want to remove this to none instance. I need to specify this image ID. Okay, conflict enabled must be forced, image being used by a stopped container. So a container has been launched based upon the image. Okay, therefore here I need to use this force option to delete this image. I need to kill the container and I need to delete the images. Okay, so this is the way by which you need to. So if you want to run, okay, so here by using this -f force, the image will be removed. If you want to remove all the image, the command is, so you can make it happen within a single command. The command is, please make a note of this command. To remove all the images, the docker remove image. So -r, you want to specify $docker images -q. So docker images -q will list all the image and that it will be supplied as a argument to docker remove. Okay, so R stands for to remove the image forcibly. Okay, you can use -f or you can issue -r options to remove it forcibly. -r, even though if these images are referenced by any stopped container, it will delete the image. Similarly, to delete a container, you want to issue docker rm, okay, for your container, deleting container. This is for delete the image and this corresponds to delete the container. Similar for deleting all the containers. Okay, so what you need to do, docker rm, you want to specify the same thing. So for specifying what are all the containers currently running, the command is ps-a. Okay, this along with this -q option will pass all the running container argument to Docker remove command, and it will remove all the containers. Okay. So this is the way by which, so to enter into the Docker container, you have if you already know how to enter into the Docker container by using Docker execute command. Docker execute IT, the container ID will let you land it in the container that you already discussed. To enter into the Docker running container, the command is Docker execute -it. You want to specify the container ID. Then you want to specify the shell where you land. So it will land in a bash shell. Okay. So here the two things that I need to specify: to remove all the container and to remove all the images. And if the images is referenced by the container, you want to use -f as an option. Okay, or -r as an option. So here -f is used to remove a single container. -r can be used to remove multiple containers. Okay, so just make a note. These are all seems to be small questions, but frequently asked in the interview to let you know whether you are aware of all those things. Okay, so here now let me do the previous exercise. Let me do the previous exercise of launching a Nginx and exposing a port here. Okay. Let I type first this thing in my notepad so that I can copy here from my notepad. Here for this, I am going to make use of a image, Ubuntu image from Ubuntu. So here maintainer is option, even though I say maintainer Raman JS. Okay, it is optional, no need to specify. Here I am going to make use of run. First apt-get update. So, second, I am going to install this Nginx apt-get install -y Nginx. This is a web server. And then after installing Nginx, I need to specify the default application by using this entry point. What I need to specify? So I need to specify to start this Nginx. I want to issue the following command under user, under sbin, and Nginx Nginx. Okay. So here I need to specify the argument. So -g stands for global to make it visible globally. Then I need to specify. This is the way by which I need to start the Nginx daemon off. Okay. This is the default command I need to specify for starting the Nginx. So that thing need to be specified using this entry point. Also I need to open a port expose, being it is a web server, it is a port number 80. Okay, so these are all the things that I am going to specify in my Docker file. Okay, copy this. Let I move here. ls. So apt-get install means to install a particular service, Nginx server. To install a Nginx server, what we need to do before spelling wrong. apt-get install -y Nginx. Thanks, Ramya. Copy. Okay. So it's been also wrong. Yeah. User has been nginx daemon off from Ubuntu maintenance and apt export. Okay. Now I have a Docker file with the following content. I have a Docker file. So under a particular root directory with the following content. Okay. So let us build an image here by using Docker. What I need to do, I want to specify the daemon -d. I need to map this port 80 of my container into this host port so that I can able to get this using a browser. The first port specifies the port currently running. The second port specifies the port that is mapped with my host machine. -. Let us specify that it is a web server 1. This is the name of the image. Then what I need to do, okay, so here we have not created this image, my image, okay. So what you need to do, you want to initially you should have a base image. So based upon that base image only you need to do, okay. So here how to create a base image. So in we have deleted all the thing, I think so. So Docker I need to create a base image from this container, okay. So here for that I need to create an image. So let us check Docker images. It has created a web server. Let me check once again. Okay, so you have this web server container created from the base image. Okay, Docker. Let me check. Web server is the name of the container which is created from the base image Raman. The container will listen in the port number 80. Okay, please make a note. So here, this Raman image, I think so it is not Ubuntu. Yesterday we have created this Raman image by using busybox. Okay, so let me create a image first by using Docker build command. Okay, Docker to create an image, Docker build. So I need to specify -t the image name. Let I make the image name as a my image itself. My image. Let I make it as the tag this option dot. Okay. None. We have not assigned. Yesterday we have created 3 times. We have one image Ubuntu. Okay, that is your source. Okay, Ubuntu is our source. Here, what we are going to do, so we have created a Docker file. That image is downloaded. The base image that we have downloaded from the repository of Docker global repository. Here, what we are going to do, we are going to build our own image. We are not going to make use of Ubuntu. So within building the own image, we are going to make use of the base image Ubuntu in our Docker file. Okay, we are going to make use of the base image Ubuntu. We need to build this image with this Nginx server configure. Okay, so we need to build the image with Nginx server configure, docker build -t, the image name. Okay, if it is dot, then it will, the docker build command what will do, it will check for the docker file, and if the docker file is present, what it is specified in the docker file. Okay, here that will be created. Okay, so the dot specifies the location of docker file. Okay, here let I create first. Now image you can find this is installing, run apt-get update is happening. Then after that the Nginx server is installing. Now the image is successfully built. If I specify docker images, now we can find the images, docker images. We have an image by name my image, which has created. The image is configured with the Nginx server. What we need to do, so based upon this image, to run this image, docker run -it, so my image. Okay, if we specify the my image, it will take you to the my image cell where Nginx is running. Okay, here what we are going to do, here we are going need to expose this image using a port number. Then being that is a web server, okay, it will open it in the particular web server, docker run. So I need to specify the port number by using -d. I need to specify -p as an option. I need to make a mapping 80:80. Then I need to specify a name for my container. The name for my container is a web server. Let me make it as web server 1. Since we have already a container by name web server is running, I need to specify the image name. Okay, this is the image that is created. My image is already running with docker. Okay, so I need to specify. Now the docker is running with the following name. So here docker ps, we can find a container by the name, okay, is running. Based upon these images, a container has been started, and the name of the container is web server 1, which is mapped with the following port. Okay, port number 80 has been mapped. So what I need to do, okay, after that you can open a web browser, the new web browser, and type this IP address. Okay, this DNS address, copy with port number. It will display the welcome to Nginx screen. So why it is not displaying the docker in your security group? What is this? You want to check this launch wizard 14. Let me check whether the HTTP has been enabled or not. In the inbound rule, being it is a web server, you need to enable HTTP. Edit order rule, choose a HTTP. Okay, from anywhere, save. Yes, now this welcome to Nginx has been displayed. This is the way by which you can configure a server, and you can map the particular container to your host port, and using your web browser you can connect with this machine. Is it clear? Yes. So here tomorrow we will configure some applications, Java applications, PHP applications, some Ruby applications, how to configure some applications, and how to do more things, and how to create a Docker swarm will be discussed tomorrow. Tomorrow we will be having the session at the same time. Thanks, Mutaya. Thank you.